Okay, 4.4, you are combining complex and rational zeros of polynomials or making them polynomials, and they're telling you degree 2, and the 0 is a negative 4 plus 3i, and you're trying to come up with a degree 2 polynomial. If a negative 4 plus 3i is a solution, a negative 4 minus 3i is also a solution because they come in conjugate pairs. You did this on the last section in 4.3, but now how do you do this with imaginary numbers? So you always put an x minus and an x minus when you're doing the imaginary numbers. And then you're going to put a negative 4 plus 3i in this one, and you're going to put a negative 4 minus 3i in this one. And then what you're going to do is x times x is x squared. You multiply this times this, which is a negative x times a negative 4 plus 3i. It's this with a negative sign out in front of it with all of this. And then another negative x with a negative 4 minus 3i. And then these two multiplied together, which is a negative times a negative equals a positive, a negative 4 plus 3i and a negative 4 minus 3i. So this is the first, this is the outside, inside, and the last two terms multiplied together. Now I have to simplify all this. So you're going to get x squared plus 4x minus 3ix plus 4x plus 3ix. And then you have to come over here and do a negative 4 times a negative 4 is 16, a positive 12i, a negative 12i, and then a negative 9i squared. So I did the FOIL method twice. These two cancel out. These two I can put together. So I get x squared plus 8x. These two cancel out. This makes a positive 9, which makes a positive 25. Final answer. Okay, let's do another one. Now we're doing degree 3, pretty much the same thing. Negative 3 is an answer. 1 minus 7 is an I is an answer. So 1 plus 7i must be an answer. So x plus 3 is an answer. And then remember, we're just going to do this again because it's good to see it one more time since you've never seen this. You're always going to do x minus and x minus, but then within the x minus, you're going to put one of the roots and the other root. So I would worry about the x plus 3 later, and we're going to pretty much do the same thing. X times x is x squared. I'm going to put these two together, so there's a negative x out in front with a 1 minus 7i. And then I'm going to put this one and these together, which is another negative x with a 1 plus 7i. And then these two I'm going to put together, and two negatives equal a positive 1 minus 7i and 1 plus 7i. Which gives me another parentheses. So now I just keep writing x plus 3 down. And I'm just going to go x squared. This makes a negative x. This makes a positive 7ix. This makes a negative x. This makes a negative 7ix. Plus 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 7i plus 7i minus 49i squared. Okay, and then x plus 3. Goodbye to the 7ix's. Goodbye to the negative 7i's. You're going to be left with x squared negative 2x plus 50. I think the book is gonna ask you to leave it in the form of a binomial and a trinomial. And if they ask you to do that, leave it, and if they don't, you would have to sit and multiply this out. But I think the book tells you to leave it as a binomial, 2-termer, and a trinomial, 3-termer. Okay, the second part of the assignment, which you never did last year, is finding all the solutions. And you know that there are 3 solutions because the highest power is 3. So what you have to do for this part, the second part of the assignment, is make a synthetic division. You're trying to get 0 for your answer, because if you get 0 for your answer, then this in the box is one of the 3 solutions. But how do you know what numbers to put in there? It's the factors of 8, and the reason where they got that from is something like this. There are 2 solutions to this problem, and it's the factors of 3 that will give you 4 in the middle. It's the same concept, so it's the factors of 8. So you need to try 1 positive or negative 1 in there, positive negative 2 in there, positive and negative 4 in there, or positive and negative 8 in there. So I just want to hurry this up, but if we were in class, I would have each row try one of these numbers to see which one's going to be 0. I'm going to try a 4. When I bring down the 1, I get a positive 4, and then I get 3, then I get 12, then I get 2, and then I get 8. So 4 works because you get 0 for a remainder. So if I want to break this up, I already know that it's broken up with an x minus 4 down here, because 4 is one of my answers. Remember, this is the remaining part of your problem, x squared plus 3x plus 2. And all I have to do down here is keep factoring. I don't have to keep doing that. I know one answer to my problem was 4, another answer is a negative 2, and my last answer is a negative 1. Okay, one more of these. I have 4 answers to this problem, so I'm going to make a half a box, and it's 1, 3, negative 30, negative 6, and 56. Okay, there are a lot of factors of 56, so I would do 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus, I think 4 goes into 56. Yeah, 4 and 14. 3 might go into 56. No. We did 4, 5, 7, and 8. And this is going to take a while. But you would have to try 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 numbers in there. And I'm just looking for x to the 4th. And basically you have to just try numbers in there, and let's try a 1 to see if it works. Okay, that one doesn't work. So you see how I'm trying different ones? Instead of just telling you the answer, I thought we'd just try different ones. Let's try, I tried 1. Let's try 2. Okay, you can already tell that that's not going to work. Okay, let's try 4. I'm just showing you that you have to keep trying different ones. I'm going to try a 4 in here instead. Bring down your 1. This is 4, 7, 28, negative 2, negative 8, negative 14, negative 56, and 0. So we got one of the 4 answers to work, but remember, this is x to the 3rd, so on the last problem, there was only 3 solutions, and this was one of them, and the other 2 are hiding in here, and we had to factor it. But if you look at this one, we're looking for 4 solutions, so this is only x to the 3rd. So I need to do it one more time. I need to have one of those other ones work. And to speed these notes up, 4 works in this problem, and I think a -7 works. Let's try. You bring down your 1, this makes a -7, this makes 0. 0 times that is 0. -2, +14, and yes, a -7 works. You're trying to come up with your 4 solutions. Well, you know that 4 works, so you know it's x minus 4. You know that -7 works, so you know that it's x plus 7. And the other 2 are right here at x squared minus 2. So you're just gonna factor this. X minus root 2 and x plus root 2. So your answers are 4, -7, a positive root 2, and a negative root 2. The square root of 2 times the square root of 2 equals 2. Or you could have just came over here and did x squared minus 2 equals 0. X squared equals 2. Square root, x equals plus or minus root 2, whichever way you want to do it. So the last part's going to take a while because you have to keep trying numbers in there.